Okay, good morning. I'd like to welcome everybody to the December 11th, 2025 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
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 Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
Okay. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of December 4th, 2025.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And I second that.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. I don't see any bid openings. Matters from other department heads or their representatives.
Good morning to the board.
Morning.
Mr. Kearney updated me yesterday that 911 Bauer, that's the order to repair for the material in the front yard, is going to start tomorrow, I believe, on Friday. So that's going to start. Again, weather permitting, we've kind of had a little bit of bad luck with the weather, but that's the current plan, right, Kelly? Yep. So that's where we're
Okay,
at.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else from department heads or their representatives? Okay, moving on to correspondence, letter A. Correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of $17,500 of Second District Gaming Fund to be allocated for the traffic study for Davies Development located at 1175 State Street and corresponding agreement.
Good morning to the board.
Morning.
Davies Industrial Coatings is looking at a property at 1175 State, which is just west of Columbia, the bridge, Columbia Bridge. And so it was considered by the city to undertake, well, by the engineering department, we said they want to convert a portion of State Street, the far east end of State Street that's currently one-way to two-way. And there's an intersection there that sort of all comes together, and so it really needs a traffic study. So that's what we suggested be done as part of the development, and it was considered by the administration and the Second District councilman that the city actually undertake the traffic study. So Councilman Salinas is willing to offer Second District Gaming to pay for that. A couple weeks ago, you had entertained a general services contract with Commonwealth Engineers, who are doing the who we've selected to do the traffic study. And so you have their task order for consideration and the funding allocation that was recently approved.
Okay.
We'd ask for your approval.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of the change orders number 19 and 20 with NDOT for the Summer Street reconstruction project.
So these are, should be considered no-cost change orders. One's a balancing change order, and one is the project was submitted to NERC as a single project between Columbia and Indianapolis Boulevard. NERC didn't have the funding to do it all, so they broke it in half and created two separate designation numbers that NDOT sets up. And so we had to create a change order for work to be done. We don't think it's going to cost the city anything, but we're putting it out there for your consideration. We'd ask for your approval. It has a value, but there's money left over in the contract to be able to balance it. So we don't expect it to cost the city any money at all.
Okay.
So I'd ask for your approval.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Letter C, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting restricted parking signs for the 5200 to 5400 blocks of Homan Avenue due to overnight parking restricting litter and debris maintenance and seasonal snow plowing.
So we're having trouble keeping the curb lines and the garbage picked up along Homan Avenue in light of the past completed project, phase one. And so we met with Economic Development, Hammond Development Corporation, city leadership, and came up with the idea that we would restrict parking between midnight and 7 a.m. along the curb line so that Public Works could street sweep and collect garbage. And then, so that's one consideration for you in this request, is that we post those at no parking overnight, Monday through Friday only, right? So Friday night going into Saturday, there would be no restriction for parking. And then, so that's to improve the maintenance for downtown, to make it look keep it up, looking nice. And then the concern is, how do we manage the snow removal with the angle parking downtown? We have a contractor to do that, but we'd like to create a snow route through downtown. And this additional request suggests that there are signs placed at the medians denoting that any snowfall in excess of 2 inches, you're not allowed to park, so that we can clear the snow. So that's what we're requesting, is new signage for downtown.
Will the people still be able to park in the middle?
So we don't want to parking anywhere on Homan if it's 2 inches or more. So both on the curb line or so that we can plow, right? Because we have to back drag out of the parking areas by a specialty contractor, so that it's harder to manage. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. This was run through both committees.
So the middle parking along Holman, that was mostly for the apartment building, right? Or is that just people that visit during the day?
No, so the angle parking is intended for people who are visiting downtown, right?
Okay.
The angle parking is not necessarily for overnight parking, but people are parking overnight there as part of the bank building for whatever reason.
So this will let them know, and they'll just park in the back of the
They'll
building?
have to park somewhere else.
other
They
parking
can't park, if the snow is greater than 2 inches, they cannot park anywhere on Holman Avenue, so that we can clear the snow.
Yeah, no, they have them,
Yeah, it's just more. It's
Well, they have a designated parking lot,
Yeah.
but the bank administration is charging a monthly fee to park in that lot. And so residents are avoiding paying the fee and parking on the street instead. Well, when we need to remove snow, they need to not be there so we can remove snow. And this went through the administration and Public Works, and so we're all on the same page that we have parking restrictions for downtown. This will require notification to the council, a 7-day notice, because it's a regulatory sign, no parking. So they'll need notification, and then we can deploy those signs.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to approve and follow up with the 7-day notice to council.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and stay warm Saturday.
Thank you. I don't know if that's possible. Number 8, matters from board members. Anything?
No.
Okay. Moving on to new business. Letter A, order to rescind findings and order for property located at 7339 California Avenue, submitted for approval.
Good afternoon, or I'm sorry, good morning to the board.
Morning.
7339 California, I think it's recently been sold, according to Mr. Luter. It's a really good rehab, or not even, it was a rehab slash just finally got somebody moving on it. And so we're happy to report that it recently sold to a new owner, and we would request, and actually they've already paid the costs, and I believe they've already requested release of the bond. So once we get that to them, they'll be able to go get the bond. So I'd request the order to rescind be approved.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, funding allocation request form requesting $1,200 of the Second District Gaming Fund to be allocated for minor paving on the 4800 block of Linden Alley West with site services submitted for approval.
So we installed a French drain, which is a drain that doesn't connect to any sewers. It just allows the stormwater to percolate in the ground. We had to do some additional work. This board had approved that French drain to go in. Salyer Plumbing installed it. But it was done in such a way that there was still water being trapped, and so we needed to do a little bit of additional work with asphalt paving. Councilman Salinas has agreed to use Second District Gaming funding to do that. Ask for your approval of that work.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter C, application for credit with Gallagher Materials with Hammond Public Works Department submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter D, right-of-way permits received from engineering submitted for approval.
Good morning. We have 5.
Yes, sir.
NIPSCO pole replacement, like 5 poles throughout the city. The other one would be, 2 would be Comcast for Highland, a new subdivision. They're getting their plans ready. And when our subdivision goes all the way down in Highland, that'll be done. and also Comcast Clark Fields. So that's going to be wrapped up.
Okay.
So I recommend approval.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 10, old business, letter A, notice of violation hearing for 4747 Baltimore.
Good morning, Board.
Rich.
Yeah, let me switch.
Good morning. Yeah, you could step up there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you want to start us off, Rich?
Yes, back in September, myself and the Code Commissioner, Bill Luter, did an interior inspection of the property because we had not, this had been a problem property for us for a long time, and then they finally got a new owner, and they asked us about what was allowed in the property. During the inspection, we found that the second floor apartment that was there did not meet minimum requirements for IRC. It was not 7 foot tall anywhere in the second floor apartment area. And there was no permits to ever create a second floor apartment. So we are requesting that the apartment be removed. We explained to them during the inspection that they can open it up like for storage or for like a TV room, but can't have habitable space up there.
Okay, good morning, ma'am. Can you give us your name, please?
Hi, my name is Stephanie Rivera.
Okay, and you're the owner?
I'm speaking on behalf of my father, the owner.
Okay. Can you let us know, did you understand what he just
Yes.
said? Okay, do you have any issue with that?
No, my father does plan on using it as storage. He didn't have the funding for the repairments, but he does now, so he does plan on just not making it livable, just for storage or a TV room.
Okay, do you have a time frame when that might be finished? You happen to know?
¿Tú sabes cuándo va a terminar? ¿O vas a empezar a arreglarlo?
Ya lo más pronto posible, en unas 2 semanas. ¿No?
Okay. He said in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yes.
So, Rich, do we need to set this out for maybe a little longer than that, for maybe a month? So, we're going to set this for a status date for a month from now. We'll give you the date in just a second. If there's any problems with completing it before that date, please contact the city and let them know that, okay?
Sure.
Okay,
Only thing I would request is when you guys do start to get ready to do the work, just come in and pull a permit for the removal so
Of
we can
course.
do the inspections
Yes.
through that.
okay. Is January 15th good for everybody?
Not for me, no.
Okay, go to
I
the
won't be
next
here.
one?
Yeah, please.
22nd?
Yes.
Vas a tener que venir otra vez.
Okay, motion to set the matter for status for January 22nd, 2026.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. So we actually added a week, so you have about 5 weeks now.
Okay.
So like I said, any problems, make sure you contact the city, okay?
Thank you so
And
much.
thanks for being here this
Thanks.
morning, thank you.
So no action then? Just
No, we're gonna set it for status, yes, yep.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I'm lost, yeah. Did we make a motion?
Yeah, I did make a motion. It says it says.
There's a findings and order that I submitted.
Oh, we gotta approve that too, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll approve that too.
Okay,
Sorry.
Motion to approve is set for status for January 22nd, 2026.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Moving on to letter B, notice of violation hearing for 5527 Bill. Anybody here from 5527 Beal? Okay?
Okay. 5527 Beal, the property managers attempted to change the registration at the beginning of the year from a single, we had it always listed as single-family home. They tried to register as a 2-unit. I did an interior inspection of the property, and upon investigation and inspection of the property, there was no permits to create 2 units. There was issues with the stairwell not being minimum code to get up to the second floor unit. And there was also issues with the bedrooms. We're requesting that the second floor apartment be converted into part of the first floor, make it a single-family home.
Okay.
Yeah, see.
Finding an order submitted.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you.
Okay, letter C, status for 2104 Sherman.
Good morning to the board. Mr. Pollock's here with me today, and of course, Mr. Castro as well. 2104 Sherman, last time it was before the board was November 20th of 2025. Mr. Fentress has appeared on Zoom on several occasions. I don't see him there today, but he's usually on. At that point, we had talked about the fact that he had called in, or I'm sorry, that he had pulled permits for electric in April and plumbing in May, but no inspections had been done at that time. And we had contemplated bidding it out. The board decided not to do that at that point, but to set it over for status today for a report back from either Mr. Fentress or Mr. Pollock, and he's ready to report.
Good morning, Board. Yesterday, we completed an interior inspection of the entire property as well as completing the rough inspections of the electrical. At that time, I discussed the timeline in which Mr. Fentress needs to be almost 100% complete with the property. It seems like 90 days is going to be sufficient or more than sufficient timeline for him to get everything completed. His plumber was also there while we were doing the inspection. He's expecting to get his section of the work wrapped up within the next 30 days.
And did they pass roughs at all?
Yes, the
Which
roughs were passed.
So
Electric.
we're satisfied that he's taken this seriously? He's
He
gonna be
he
done?
is taking this seriously, and
Okay.
he understands after yesterday the way our process works and what he has to do moving forward.
Okay,
So he agreed with me that 90 days is more than sufficient to get everything completed.
Were you able to check to see if the outside, those open?
The
graffiti
graffiti
and
was,
that open
graffiti was gone, the garage door was removed, and the hole was closed.
Okay.
So he is taking it seriously, and he is making the necessary steps for progress.
okay, so we need a 3-month time?
Yeah, please,
March 19th?
that works.
Okay,
Motion to set the matter for status for March 19th, 2026.
I second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter D, status for 5629 Calumet.
So we were last here, Mr. Vargas is the gentleman who owns this. You may recall we knocked down the building next to Mr. Vargas's building, and he's been rehabbing it since. On October 9th, Mr. Vargas did not appear. However, there was a report from the inspectors that the contractors had been inside working on the interior. Cellular plumbing test went fine, and a request for a 60-day status and set it for today. And this is the most current photo.
Okay.
I drove by there a couple nights ago. It looked real good from the outside.
Does look, yeah. So are we satisfied at this point then?
So, the last two inspections, the plumbing inspection for Salyer to close out their permit for the final was completed on September 18th of '25. The building permit, the rough insulation and framing was completed October 7th of '25. They are moving along, but I'm not sure where they're at in the interior, after that last inspection. It has been 60 days, so.
Yeah, to me, I think this is one where unless inspections has a objection, that it probably could come off the demo list, and we can do an order to rescind and just obviously keep things up, unless they want to do another status to confirm all that's going on inside. It's up to you.
I'd like to do a 30-day status just so that we can find out the timeline on the windows, just so that we know where they're at and when we can finalize that, that property.
Okay, do you want it the January 15th or 22nd date?
The 22nd, please.
Okay,
Motion to set the matter for status for January 22nd, 2026.
I second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, letter E, status for 1170 Sibley Street.
Yeah, this was set over today for Mr. Martinez, who's under a rehab agreement. I'm just going to show the board some photos from a while ago. And recently. Even back in June, I would say that the property looked more like that original photo that you could see there was like a green. When Mr. Luter did the inspection, he let us know it was about 100 degrees that day. So the inspection was done. A rehab agreement was signed back in September and approved by this board. I believe we set it today because it was the 90 days. So I'll let Mr. Pollock update you on the progress. It looks, as you can see, there's some significant progress that's taking place.
From the inspection standpoint, we had the framing and insulation inspection completed November 19th. The rough electrical was completed November 13th. The rough plumbing was completed December 3rd, and the final mechanical was completed December 1st. So they are moving along. I I think that this job can be completed within the next 60 days. I would request a continuance or a status date for 60 days.
60 days?
That's fine.
February 19th? February 19th?
Yep.
Okay.
Motion is set for status for February 19th, 2026.
Thank you.
I second.
Thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, number 11, late rental registration hearings, letter A, 6104 Ray Avenue. Good morning, sir. Could you give us your name?
Yeah, my name's Elias Rosales.
Gonzalez?
Rosales.
Rosales, okay.
Rosales.
And are you the owner, sir?
I am the owner, yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what happened this year?
Well, this is my second year renting. Last year I did register. This year, I just had a slip up. I was working out of town in Notre Dame, coming back. We were staying over there. Then when I came back, I guess it was too late. When I tried to register, they told me that I had to go through all this process to see if he could allow me to
Gotcha.
what do you call it,
Does he
for the
own,
registration.
do you own 6106 Ray Street also?
yes.
Ray Avenue?
Yes.
Okay.
Duplex?
Yeah, actually, I should have corrected it before I turned it in. 6104, 6106 is a two-unit, so this is actually one building with two units.
One building,
It's
two
not two
units.
separate
Okay.
houses.
Okay.
So
then
really
we
only
can-
need for one hearing.
We can combine letter A and
Yes.
B? Okay. And sir, the same reason, I'm assuming, for 6106?
Yeah, yes, it was the same reason. I think it was like in October that I remember that I had to do that, so I came in and I tried to register, and then they told me I had to go to a hearing, and
Yeah. You know it's January 1st, April 15th, right? That's when you have to register?
now I do.
Now you do, okay.
Now I
Just
do.
want to make sure you knew that. Okay. You guys good?
Yeah, and there's been no previous appeals.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Okay. Motion to waive the late fee.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you so
Sir,
much.
we got about 5 minutes left. If you want to wait, you can take a copy and pay the $10 today.
I will wait.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, the meeting's now open to the public. Anybody have anything they want to say?
I did want to say one thing. I'm sorry, Kevin Smith, Corporation Counsel. This is something interesting that happened. It just reminded me because of the rental registration hearing. You know, we've, as a city, always have been very, try to be aggressive with making sure people pay up on rental registrations. And if they don't pay or they ignore our letters, we take them to court, get a judgment against them. Just this week, we got notified on a property that we took to court in 2016, got a default judgment with interest. We're going to get a check for about $6,000. So I just want the board to know that it doesn't go unnoticed that, these rental registrations are important, and we continue to kind of pursue them. And we're going to get back in court and start doing that again for landlords that don't take or don't respond. So I want people to know that, if you are a landlord, you should register. It's only $5 a year. If you don't, you could end up with a $6,000 judgment against you, down the road. So that's the update. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The meeting's still open to the public. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Chris?
Okay, we're good.
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
All in favor?